Okay. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to King of Prussia District's Report to the Community webinar, where today we will share the highlights of our 2026 report. My name is Eric Goldstein, and I am President and CEO of King of Prussia District, and I am so pleased that you are able to join us today. Today, you will hear from Upper Merion Township Board of Supervisors Chair Tina Garzillo, as well as King of Prussia District's Marketing and Communications Director Rachel Ammon, Chris Bosler, our Director of Capital Projects and Planning, and Chi Gul, our Manager of Research and Data Analytics. After a community overview with Supervisor Garzillo and a brief overview of King of Prussia District's mission, vision, and programs, Chi will walk you through the key takeaways from this year's report to the community. Then we will dig into reports from our 5 program areas: research and data analytics, marketing and communications, transportation, physical improvements, and land use and zoning. We're incredibly proud of all we've accomplished working alongside of you, and we are thrilled to share some highlights from this past year. Finally, we will close out with questions. So as we go along, please feel free to put your questions or comments in the chat. Also, please know that we are recording the session today, and we'll share the recording via email afterward. Before we dive in, the 2026 report to the community went live on visitkop.com this morning. We invite you to spend some time on the site later to explore the ways we're measuring momentum in Upper Merion Township. We hope this will serve as a valuable resource for you throughout the year. And now I have the pleasure of introducing Tina Garzillo, Chair of Upper Merion Township's Board of Supervisors. Tina will share more about our community. Tina?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tina Garzillo, the chairperson of Upper Merion Township Board of Supervisors, as Eric had mentioned, and I'm honored and proud to be able to make some brief remarks today about Upper Merion Township and King of Prussia, which are the economic engines of Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. It is great to be with all of you today on this webinar. This community represents the largest commercial center in the Philadelphia suburbs and the 3rd largest employment center in the region. In addition to the nearly 36,000 residents we serve, Upper Merion Township is a bustling center of commerce with 28 million square feet of office, retail, hotel, and industrial space. The commercial properties alone are valued at more than $2.5 billion, which generates a significant amount of real estate, amusement, business, and real estate transfer taxes to the state, county, township, school district, and community college. We are also a community experiencing high demand and considerable momentum. Investor confidence remains strong, and we continue to see diverse development and redevelopment projects being proposed, as well as many high-value real estate transactions in Upper Merion Township. Upper Merion Township is pleased to work alongside King of Prussia District to help this community continue to grow and prosper for all of its residents, visitors, property owners, companies, and employees. King of Prussia District is a valued partner and is doing incredibly important work, as you will see today. On behalf of all the Upper Merion Township Board of Supervisors, thank you all for all that you do to help move this community forward. And now I'll turn things back over to Eric Goldstein, and he'll share more about King of Prussia District. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tina. That was great. And for those who may be new to our organization, we're so glad that you are here today. To kick this off, let's start with a quick introduction about King of Prussia District. King of Prussia District accelerates economic growth by making King of Prussia more vibrant, attractive, and prosperous. The organization was established in 2010 by Upper Merion Township Ordinance. We are funded by 431 commercial, industrial, and multifamily property owners within our 1,965-acre boundary, which you can see here outlined in yellow. Our organization's programs and services are designed to drive resident, corporate, and investor confidence and raise property values. Significant revenue increases for the township, Upper Merion Area School District, Montgomery County, and Montgomery County Community College come from our success. Our mission is to accelerate economic growth by making King of Prussia vibrant, attractive, and prosperous. And our vision is to make King of Prussia Greater Philadelphia's economic powerhouse and premier location for community and commerce. Our organization directs 5 key programs: Physical Improvements, a program that enhances KOP's aesthetics through signage, landscaped medians, and corridor beautification projects; Land Use and Zoning, where we partner with the township and county to ensure a forward-thinking vision for KOP's future; Research and Data Analytics, where we conduct market research to drive investment and policy decisions; Transportation, a program designed to address transportation solutions that improve vehicular, pedestrian, and transit access; and Marketing and Communications, where we proactively promote KOP as a premier hub for business and community through campaigns and events. 100% of our budget is funded through private fees, event revenue, and corporate sponsorships. Our programs are supported through a special assessment fee paid by commercial, industrial, and multifamily property owners. The assessment fee is approximately 2.75% of total real estate tax bills. King of Prussia District is honored to be featured in Redesigning Urban Centers, Adapting to Changing Real Estate Markets, a new book by Jonathan Barnett, published by Routledge in October 2025. The book examines how suburban and urban areas across the country are transforming in response to evolving real estate trends, shifting demographics, and new patterns of living and working. King of Prussia District is highlighted as a leading example of how an edge city can successfully evolve into a vibrant mixed-use center through strategic planning, placemaking, and strong public-private partnerships. We're proud to have contributed to this important work and to have our efforts recognized alongside other forward-thinking communities nationwide. While rare, utilizing a business improvement district model in the suburbs has been a remarkable success. Since 2010, more than $10 billion has been invested in development projects and CRE transactions in King of Prussia. The incredible diversity of projects includes office and medical, manufacturing, logistics, life sciences, pharma, retail, hospitality, dining, entertainment, and residential. And the pipeline remains remarkably strong in 2026. We owe that pipeline to the fact that Upper Merion Township continues to maintain a business-friendly environment and a relatively low tax burden on businesses when compared to our most competitive suburban commercial centers. Access and a skilled workforce and an amenity-rich community are the other primary drivers leading to a host of diverse projects under construction and in the pipeline. Now I will turn things over to Chi Goul, our Manager of Research and Data Analytics for the district. Chi will walk you through key takeaways from the annual report to the community. Chi?
Thanks, Eric. Hi, everyone. I'm Chi Guo. As Eric mentioned, I'm the Manager of Research and Data Analytics. So our program, formerly known as Tax Policy Program, has been expanded to collect and analyze data that informs decision-making and measures the impact of the key initiatives. In 2025, we produced several reports and tools ranging from comprehensive all-in-one data dashboard to interactive ArcGIS story maps and LinkedIn one-pagers. Each quarter, we publish a commercial report tracking the vacancy trends across all the commercial sectors, along with a commercial webinar highlighting the specific sectors and featuring some industrial professionals as guest speakers. So first, I would like to share a few update profiles of Upper Merion's community. So in 2024, Upper Merion reached a population of 35,000 and had a total of 16,000 households, marking a 25% increase over the past decade. Since 2016, around 4,000 new housing units has been built, expanding the township's housing stock by 28%. Upper Merion Area School Districts offers high-rated academic and extracurricular programs, serving the students across the 7 schools. And we also want to highlighting the visitor profile. So King of Prussia is a major center for the visitor traffic, with the King of Prussia Mall, the Valley Forge Casino, Valley Forge National Historical Park, Top Golf, and Town Center. The community sees more than 40 million annual visitors trips per year. In 2025, Upper Merion recorded about 41 million visits, with December alone reaching 4 million visits. Overall visitations grew 2.8% year over year, and compared with surrounding municipalities, Upper Merion consistently sees the highest monthly visitation, highlighting its role as one of the region's primary retail, tourism, and entertainment destinations. And now let's take a look at the employee commuting patterns. So employee trips has been steadily rebound since the pandemic, increasing from around 8 million in 2021 to 12 million in 2024, now exceeding the pre-pandemic levels. Most employees commute 10 to 24 miles, while 28% live within 10 miles, showing a strong mix of the local and regional workers. In terms of their home locations, Philadelphia accounts for the largest share at 14%, followed by King of Prussia, Norristown, Phoenixville, and Drexel Hill. Overall, the data highlighting the Upper Merion's strong regional role as the employment hub, supporting more than 65,000 jobs. And let's now looking at the two most popular destinations, the King of Prussia Mall and the Town Center. The King of Prussia Mall alone generated more than 20 million shopping trips in 2025, with Nordstrom attracting more than 1.4 million visits. Just nearby, the King of Prussia Town Center recorded over 6 million shopping trips, with Wegmans drawing about 2.4 million visits. And let's take a look at the commercial market right now. So we see a thriving commercial and development landscapes close out 2025 with a low overall commercial vacancy rate of 7.4% across 28 million square foot of the space. In 2025 and early 2026, King of Prussia welcomed 42 new business, including 12 restaurants and 30 retailers, further strengthening the tenant demand and visitations. Major additions such as Netflix House and Italy has been enhanced the market's appeal to both the regional shoppers and distant visitors. And now we're looking at the office status. We're seeing Class A office spaces remain the strongest performance at 13%, compared with Class B at 14.8% and Class C at 14.2%. Overall, the leasable office market records a vacancy rate of 14.3% across 6.5 million square foot and 106 properties. Including owner-occupied spaces, the total office market reaches around 8 million square footage across 157 properties, with a 13.1% vacancy rate. If we're looking at the pie chart by square footage, office in the King of Prussia offers very high quality amenities, with only 4% as Class C office. Next, we look at the retail industry. As for the Q4, retail totals 6.1 million square footage across 174 properties, with a vacancy rate of just 2.3%. Historically, vacancy has been fluctuated, but always keeps below 5%. This reflects how King of Prussia's mix of shopping, dining, and entertainment has helped retail remain one of our most stable sectors. The life science sector in King of Prussia includes 2.3 million square footage across 17 properties, with a vacancy rate of 4.4%. According to CBRE's Philadelphia Life Science Figures report from Q2, the King of Prussia Valley Forge submarket leads the region with 2.8 million square footage of life science spaces, representing almost half of the total suburban inventory. In Q4, industrial properties totals 7.4 million square footage across 153 properties, with a vacancy rate of just 3.7%. Flex spaces totals 2.1 million square footage across 60 properties, with a vacancy rate of 15.1%. The medical sector totals around 500,000 square footage across 16 properties, with a vacancy rate of 20%. And in recent years, we also see more like retail transformation continues through more experiential anchors and adaptive reuse with some proven success. So Netflix House is a great example, which officially opened last year, transforming the former Lord and Taylor space into an entertainment destination. According to Placer AI, Netflix House attracted more than 262,000 visits from the 241,000 unique visitors in its first 2 months of operation, with the traffic peak on Black Friday when the venue recorded 11,000 visits in a single day. Another example here is the former JCPenney anchor at KOP Mall is now being reimagined as the major experiential destination. The ground floor will welcome level 99, 46,000 square footage entertainment and dining venue. And the remainder of the formal department store will become the home to Dick's House of Sport, and both are planned to open in 2027. And also, King of Prussia's housing market is also seeing the strong growth for the for sale housing home. The River Trail at Valley Forge is one of the newest community, featuring 119 luxury 2- and 3-story hang homes between the Schuylkill River and Schuylkill River Trail. The home offers some open floor plans, modern design, and high-end finish. Another major residential project is planned by Greystar, the nation's largest multifamily developer. The company has been approved to demolish a 85,000 square foot office building at 720 Vanderburg Road and build a 6-story 200 units apartment complex next to the Park Square in Moore Park, featuring nearly 6,000 square footage of amenities, including a pool and landscaped courtyard. And now I would like to quickly share some updates of the research and data tool. So launching 2025, the data dashboard offers an interactive way to explore the King of Prussia across 14 topics. Since launch, the dashboard has attracted more than 10,000 views from the users throughout the region. It just got a newly refreshed with some updated data across all the sections using the latest census data and commercial data. And last year, we also introduced a kind of a new tool called ArcGIS Story Maps. So that collection highlights some key topics such as mobility, housing, life science, and outdoor recreation in King of Prussia. And their interactive stories offer an engaging way for you to better understand the community trends, and you can find it under the KOP District Research and Data website. We also launched a monthly LinkedIn one-pager series featuring some short visual snapshots of the data and fun facts about King of Prussia. And last year, we also introduced a webinar series to give the stakeholders an early look at the King of Prussia commercial market trends. Each quarterly commercial webinar will spotlight a specific commercial sector and featuring some insights from the industrial professionals and market experts. So recent sections, we have been explored the life science sector and retail market performance. The sections will be continued in 2026 with some quarterly commercial webinar planned for the late April, July, and October. And looking forward to this year, we will deliver to several comprehensive commercial reports, each focused on a different industry, like retail, life science, and office. The retail report will soon to be released on April 1st. Please keep your eye on our e-news. and release announcement. And now I would like to turn it over to Rachel Ammon, our Director of Marketing and Communication, who will share more about our marketing efforts in 2025.
Thank you so much, Chi. I'm Rachel Ammon. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications for King of Prussia District, and I collaborate with Shauna Sanchez, our Content Marketing Manager, and Lauren Sleva, our Events and Engagement Manager, to keep the spotlight on King of Prussia through strategic advertising, PR, and marketing campaigns and events throughout the year. As we look back to last year, we saw some really exciting growth in our digital presence. Visit KOP.com had over 177,000 visits in 2025, a 13.5% increase from the year prior. And you can see some of our top visited pages here. We also ramped up our blog content quite significantly, publishing 119 posts, and we profiled 31 new businesses in our popular Now Open series. In 2025, we continued to improve upon this site, streamlining our navigation, launching a new event spaces page, and partnering with a vendor to keep our events feed events directly into our events page, which, as you can see, is one of our most visited pages. Now we'll talk quickly about social media growth. We saw steady engagement across all of our platforms, with LinkedIn seeing the biggest jump, growing 17.6%. And as you heard from Chi already, we are sharing more stats and fun facts on this platform, which may account for some of this growth. Our HQKOP advertising campaign, which targets C-suite executives and relocation experts, continued throughout 2025. Our commercials aired on Hulu, 6 ABC, and Peacock, reaching 1.6 million people. Ads on SEPTA buses reached an estimated 8.7 million, and our static and digital billboard impressions totaled 65.3 million. In 2026, we debuted a new campaign following a research and discovery process that included interviews with the commercial broker community. Our new campaign, Your Business Belongs Here, focuses on key themes that come up time and time again when speaking with those who are actively marketing King of Prussia as a business location: access, amenities, and opportunity. Look for our new campaign on billboards throughout the region, on streaming platforms, online, and in the Philadelphia Business Journal. Another way we keep KOP in the spotlight is through proactive media outreach. In 2025, we issued 15 press releases, secured 91 media placements, and reached an estimated 80 million people through earned media. In July 2025, we released our 2025 Community Engagement Action Plan, outlining a strategic roadmap shaped by community input and to enhance visibility, deepen partnerships, and amplify the vibrancy of King of Prussia. The plan grew out of the KOP Community Connection Project, a year-long initiative in 2024 that engaged employees, residents, consumers, property owners, potential businesses, and the Township's Board of Supervisors through workshops, surveys, pop-up events, focus groups, and interviews. Guided by four core values: enhancing visibility, guided by four core goals: enhancing visibility, deepening partnerships, increasing community engagement, and leveraging data. The plan prioritized strategic communication, mobility improvements, data-driven decision-making, and business development. Building on this momentum, we released our 2026 Community Engagement Action Plan this February, continuing our commitment to listening, collaborating, and advancing a vibrant, attractive, and prosperous community. I would encourage you to read the plan on our website to learn more about all of the ways that we plan to engage with the community in 2026. Before I dig into specific event updates, just a few quick highlights I wanted to call out. Last year, we hosted 31 events and 12 engagement meetings and raised over $100,000 to support these events, thanks to our corporate sponsors. We also raised and donated over $225,000 through our Give Back events, which we are incredibly proud of and sharing at all moments we can. King of Prussia District hosts a variety of events throughout the year, and our networking events are some of our most popular. You can see a few of them here on the screen. Our Network at Night events, which combine informal networking with unique King of Prussia experiences we curate especially for our guests, remain some of our most popular events. In fact, all three of our networking events, Network at Night events, sold out last year. We also produce a variety of events geared towards King of Prussia's workforce, including our ping pong and cornhole tournaments. Last year, we also brought coffee, food trucks, games, and sponsors to different corporate parking lots during lunch hours to add some fun to the workday. Last year, we also celebrated 11 years of dining and shopping in support of Children's Hospital of Philadelphia's King of Prussia campus. 61 businesses joined us and raised over $72,000 for CHOP King of Prussia, bringing our 11-year total to an incredible $469,000. In April, we wrapped up our CHOP fundraising campaign with the Block Party for CHOP. Held in Town Center, this free family-friendly event brought together over 1,600 people for an afternoon of fun, entertainment, and community spirit, all in support of CHOP's KOP campus. Mark your calendar now for the Block Party for CHOP on May 2 from 1 to 4 p.m. King of Prussia Restaurant Week and associated events are a true testament to the power of our community. Also, as you may have seen, this campaign got a little refresh for 2026. We hope that you'll join us for KOP Cares Month this April, where you can shop, dine, and visit your favorite spots throughout King of Prussia to help raise money for CHOP King of Prussia. Visit kopcares.com for more on who's participating. At the end of October last year, we had the honor of celebrating our local heroes during the 6th annual First Responders Appreciation Week, hosted in partnership with the township. Over the course of 5 days, we served 10 meals to more than 250 first responders. These meals were prepared by 14 incredible King of Prussia restaurants and fully funded by the generosity of our business community. Our sponsors also made it possible for us to donate $3,000 to the township's Department of Public Safety. During the month of November, we continued our commitment to fighting food insecurity with the 14th annual KOP Takes Out Hunger Food Drive. Partnering once again with Conlin's Print, we organized a month-long food drive to support the Upper Merion Area Community Cupboard. With 45 donation boxes throughout King of Prussia, our largest food drive yet, our community donated more than 6,881 pounds of food and goods to families in need. And this is more than double last year's total. In conjunction with the food drive, we once again hosted the enchanting Igloo Garden on the Green at King of Prussia Town Center. This magical takeout dining experience featured 6 heated igloos, which was an increase from 2024 when we had 5. Beautifully furnished and surrounded by new festive decor, along with a new waiting room or waiting area for guests. Reservation fees again benefited Upper Merion Area Community Cupboard, allowing us to raise the single largest donation in the community cupboard's history, $50,410, which is a 59% increase from 2024. This brings our 4-year total raised for the food pantry to $126,998. On behalf of Lauren, Shauna, and the marketing committee, I would like to thank you for all of your support over the last year. I'd also encourage you to reach out to me at rachel@kopbid.com if you have any ideas or would like to meet to discuss how you could get more involved. I'm also happy to answer questions at the end of this presentation, so please don't forget to enter your questions in the chat as we go along. And now I would like to turn things over to Chris Bosler, Director of Capital Projects and Planning, for his updates. Chris?
Thanks, Rachel. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm happy to share physical improvement and transportation projects completed over the past year and excited about the projects we are working on this year. So we start with a new addition to King of Prussia District team. That's Caitlin Dibble. Caitlin joined us last August as our new Public Landscapes Manager. She is responsible for overseeing the design, construction, and maintenance of our right-of-way improvements and amenities. She looks forward to working with King of Prussia community on the many of the important projects that I'm about to describe. So the first project is adding flair to King of Prussia gateway signs. Working with City Sign Services, we've refurbished 6 monument signs and added framework so we can include seasonal decorations. The first embellishments were illuminated snowflakes this past winter, and we will be switching those out for red, white, and blue stars in honor of America 250 shortly. The next wayfinding signage project is in Moore Park, informed by the 2018 Moore Park branding exercise with property owners and Agile Cat. King of Prussia District engaged D2 Branding, a KOP company specializing in environmental branding, to develop the Moore Park sign master plan and design guidelines for gateway and wayfinding signage in 2024. The plan includes 3 illuminated gateway signs at the roadway entrances to Moore Park, which were installed at the beginning of this year. Wayfinding signs along the multimodal trail will be the next sign project. Besides roadway signage, King of Prussia District is expanding our cleaning operation beyond the planting beds that we already maintain. The district entered into a blanket agreement with PennDOT to hire Ziza Highway Services to pick up trash along roadways and medians that are on PennDOT highways and interchanges in King of Prussia. With a grant from Upper Merion Board of Community Assistance and funding through the district's operating budget, we removed over 3 tons of trash last year and will remove way more this year with 22 scheduled visits in 2026. We continue to add new amenities and bring back favorites for the public to enjoy, like new planting beds along the right-of-way, honeybee hives, and more in Renaissance Park, recreation equipment like the outdoor tennis table amenity at 935 First Ave, with new public art features, including this little library painted with a whimsical design to hold the ping pong equipment and share a good read for those that want to take advantage of it. The next new amenity we're really excited about is Recharge Park. This new public open space next to the First Avenue Linear Park is under construction and will be open to the public this spring. King of Prussia District hired Stewart & Associates, a KOP landscape architecture and planning firm, to create designs for this multi-use space between Topgolf and Valley Forge Casino Resort. Brandywine Realty Trust has generously donated the space for public use, and the project is funded through a Montgo 2040 implementation grant and King of Prussia District's operating budget. This new concept includes planting beds, seating area, passive and programmable spaces, designated area for food trucks, Zen rock gardens, and swings. And after conducting a competitive bid process, the district hired Patriot Grounds and Site Services to construct the space with a June 4th ribbon cutting. And did I mention the swings? The park includes 4 new hanging swings that are produced from repurposed windmill turbine blades. In addition to this fun amenity, we are now conducting the Recharge Park Swing Art Project competition, and a call for artists to submit designs to paint or wrap these new swings with exciting displays is now open. So you can go to our website, visit kop.com, and click on District Opportunities under the What We Do menu, or you can follow this QR code for more information on the competition, and the Art Commission itself will be worth up to $5,000. Besides physical improvements, King of Prussia District is fortunate to be surrounded by 2 major regional trails, the Schuylkill River Trail and the Chester Valley Trail, which connect the community to the greater regional circuit trails network and all the recreational, economic, and cultural resources along these paths. King of Prussia District, Upper Merion Township, Montgomery County, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, DVRPC, Valley Forge National Historical Park, the William Penn Foundation, and partnering organizations, businesses, and stakeholders recognize the opportunities these multimodal connections provide and have supported our efforts to plan and build this network of trails that links to a regional network. With the help from the William Penn Foundation grant, the Valley Forge Gateway Trail Partnership is working hard to update the public about the exciting progress made to bring the Valley Forge Gateway Trail to fruition. Several partnering organizations have already received grants to design or construct 3 of the 4 remaining segments needed to connect the Schuylkill River Trail, Valley Forge National Historical Park, First Avenue Linear Park, Village of Valley Forge, and Town Center, all to the Chester Valley Trail. The next connection by King of Prussia District is the Moore Road Multimodal Trail and Linear Park project. This project has been awarded grants totaling more than $2 million from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to design and construct this multimodal trail. With these funds, King of Prussia District, in partnership with Upper Merion Township, is currently working on final designs with the project engineer, TPD. With approval from property owners and donated trail easements, we move into constructing the multimodal trail along both sides of Moore Road and along the West Valley Forge Road to connect First Avenue to the Schuylkill River Trail West. And this is an image of the trail in front of 750 or Sky 750, sorry. So Moore Park isn't the only mixed-use neighborhood getting pedestrian and bikeway improvements. King of Prussia District and Simone Collins Landscape Architecture completed the Renaissance Park Connectivity Master Plan at the beginning of 2024. After that, we went through an open RFP process, and Bull Smythe Associates is now tasked with developing final design for the public common areas. These designs will outline pedestrian, bike, and vehicular improvements and amenities within the existing right-of-way, connecting properties throughout this mixed-use district. King of Prussia District is also revisiting the proposed slip ramp into Moore Park. In 2015, Montgomery County Planning Commission published the Turnpike Corridor Reinvestment Project Study, which proposed 5 new interchanges in the county along the Pennsylvania Turnpike. One of those was the Valley Forge interchange, including slip ramps in and out of Moore Park. King of Prussia District hired Bull Smythe Associates to update the proposed interchange information from the original study and include updates for the westbound on-off ramp designs and also cost estimates. This Valley Forge West Ramp design update will provide crucial details that inform King of Prussia District's next steps for achieving this important transportation enhancement. And finally, for capital projects and planning, we are partnering with Upper Merion Township to design and construct right-of-way improvements to the Town Center Road, including solar-powered lighting and raised crosswalks and additional signage. These streetscape improvements will be part of a complete streets initiative along this busy roadway, which connects residential neighborhoods with an active retail shopping center. Thank you for this opportunity to present these exciting projects, and I look forward to working with stakeholders to bring them to fruition. Now I will turn it back to Eric. Eric?
All right. Thank you, Chris. So finally, a few words about our land use and zoning program. Although it represents our smallest programmatic expenditure, it has the potential to have the biggest impact on the work we do and the way the township develops and grows over time. Our organization works closely with township officials to analyze, advise, and sometimes revise zoning districts. We consult with them periodically on strategic documents such as the comprehensive plan, and we engage from time to time on studies that help the district and the township better understand how land use patterns impact things like tax revenues and services. One such study was completed in 2025 by Upper Merion Township and King of Prussia District. The study was a fiscal impact analysis that looked at every development parcel in the township and analyzed the value and revenue production of the parcel. Among the most interesting things gleaned from the study was that multifamily residential and self-storage units, self-storage development projects produce the highest revenue generation of any asset class in the township. Another interesting thing that came from the study was that while the village at Valley Forge only occupies 1% of the land mass of Upper Merion Township, it generates 11% of the township's total revenue. So the district will continue to work with the township on these types of land use and zoning projects, and we will continue to advocate for changes and revisions that increase opportunities for our stakeholders. So my thanks to Chris and Chi and Rachel. And now I will turn this back to Rachel, who will moderate any questions via the chat box. Rachel?
Great. Thank you so much, Eric. I have a few questions that have come in. And actually, I think, Eric, the first one is best suited for you here. The question is, why do you think KOP's commercial performance is doing so well? What factors are influencing this?
I, th I think that what we're seeing and what we're hearing comes down to primarily two things. Access. I think the road network that King of Prussia enjoys, sort of being at that confluence of the most heavily traveled highways in southeastern Pennsylvania, is a big draw. And I think amenities would be second, and especially in the post-pandemic world, I think companies and employees and residents are all looking for locations. If they choose to live in the suburbs, they're choosing to go to locations that are amenity rich. So access and amenities is how I would answer that.
Okay, thank you. Chi, question came in. What are the key takeaways from this year's data dashboard update?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we just update the data dashboard in February, and from like a demographic perspective, which I think we have been covered previously, we saw Upper Marion's population increase by like 25% over the past decade, aligning with the 28% increase in the housing units. And also we noticed like the job market has been experienced some kind of industrial shifts with fewer jobs like in the in-person service and traditional like office-based roles, but we see like growing demand in higher skill and higher tech industries. And as for the commercial sector, we see like King of Pressures always maintain a very low vacancy rates, especially in the retail market. So retail market, like the vacancy rate has been remained below 5% for about like past 10 years. So that's a really good signal.
Okay, thank you. This question is directed towards Chris. Chris, are there any plans to expand the Clean Streets program?
Thanks for the question. So right now, through our blanket agreement, we are only cleaning up roadways that are under PennDOT control, which is a lot of roadways in King of Prussia. That's Route 202, North Gulf Road, the 76 and 422 interchanges. But we do hope that we will be able to add those roadways that are only under the township's control. And with that, for example, Church Road, Solon Boulevard, we've applied for additional funding so that we could grant funding so that we can expand to add those within the year.
Thank you. Someone's wondering if they can't find the data that they're looking for specifically on the data dashboard. Should people reach out, or what can be done about that?
Yeah, sure. So if you cannot find anything like data or information that already existing in the data dashboard, just send me an email. My email address is my first name, QI, and at kopbid.com. So just send me an email and I will try to pull up some like customized reports and data for you.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. Question for me on who do we target for our business recruitment advertising campaigns. And so for that, we target C-suite executives and other leaders that have relocation responsibilities within their scope of work. And our campaign is mostly a greater Philadelphia regional campaign. I would say most of our targeting is around a 15-mile radius of the district, and that also includes Center City, Philadelphia. Okay, let's see. Chi, I've got another one for you. You mentioned that the retail report is coming out. Are there any surprising findings that you might want to preview here?
Yeah, sure. So one of the key finding I want to mention, from the retail report, is that we see like King of Prussia is becoming a regional center for the electric vehicle. Some like brands like Tesla, Lucid, Rivian, and Porsche EV. So supporting by a large growing charging infrastructures. So we have now currently offers 102 public electric vehicle charging pods. And we are home to the Induc EV, a company that develops like the wireless charging system for the electric vehicles. So we see like King of Prussia like today is like currently offering a full range of service, you can like exploring your car like vehicle electric vehicle here and purchase it, and also you can get the facilities to charging your car and get the maintenance down and repair, so which I think is a very quite surprising finding from the report.
Thank you. Well, those are all of the questions that we have today. So on behalf of all of our panelists, thank you for joining us. Make sure you visit our website, visitkop.com, to access the 2026 report to the community. This team works very hard on it, and there's a lot of great details in there to take in. So thank you again, and I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Take care.
Thank you.